So guys, as you know, the NATO RWRs are getting nerfed in the next update, and I wanted to do a video to show to you guys how will you know if your RWR can detect certain raiders, okay? Somebody might not know this. I know it's kind of basic, but I really wanted to make a tutorial on this, especially with the NATO RWRs and some other RWRs, it's not just NATO, but there are RWRs in general getting nerfed in the next update, right? Especially in identification of certain vehicles. So let's take a look on the hangar over here. Very quick video on how you should actually take a look on that. So the first thing I'll leave on the screen right now, there is a thing called basically the NATO standardization of frequencies by code, right? So basically there's basically some frequencies on radar that are divided by letters, right? Alphabetical letters, normal letters that are going to be used to basically divide into frequency ranges all of these frequencies that these radars use. So it goes from alpha through all mic. The highest it is on the frequency, the lower the letter is, basically, right? So Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike. So these are the ones, and the more it is closer to the Mike one, the higher the frequency it is, okay? Normally, the most modern it is, the closest to Mike it is, okay? So with that out of the way, you can now take a look on the game. So now we can see that there are two things over here. The first one is the emitting radar frequency. So we are here in the Panzer, which is probably the best A system in the game, and you will click on X-ray and look at the actual radar over here. We have the search radar, which is the 1RS1, right? It's the type of a search radar. And look at that. We have the range, the search zone, look down, of course, IFF, but look at one information, the band. This is the letter that you want to take a look. So this is on a Foxtrot band, okay? The tracking radar is a kilo band. And then you're gonna go to the aircraft that you are flying. For example, let's grab an F-15C over here, maybe top tier. You will have the same RWR as the F-15E. You will go to X-ray again, and you will pass the mouse over the pilot over here, and you will see their RWR, the EN ALR56C, and then you will see the range, tracked threats, tracking detection, launch detection, the types of things that the RWR does and stuff. But you'll see the band. The band on the RWR, it's the band that it can actually detect a target. So we saw that the Panzer had a search radar of the Foxtrot band, and it's saying band over here from Echo through Juliet. So anything between Echo through Juliet will be detected by these RWR. So the Echo, the Foxtrot, all these ranges or all these bands, all these frequencies of radar, okay? So the Echo, the Foxtrot, the Golf, the Hotel, the India, and Juliet, all of those will be detected. If it is a mic, it will not be detected. If it's an alpha, it will not be detected by the RWR. That's how it works, okay? In this case, in this example, you saw that the Panzer had a Foxtrot search radar, so it is being in between the Echo and Juliet bands, right? Which means that the search radar of the Panzer will be detected by the F-15, but the tracking radar is a kilo one, which is outside the bands that these RWR actually can look at. So in theory, it should not actually detect the tracking radar of the Panzer, and you will see that happening sometimes. There is a little bit of a wiggle room here, because if it is realistic battle, arcade battle, simulator battles, certain things will be detected no matter what, just to have a little bit more of a game feeling, But in a general sense, that's how you know if your RWR detects a radar, okay? So I'm gonna give you another example here, and we wrap it up the video, because I don't want it to be too long. So you can, for example, grab the, let me grab an aircraft over here. So you notice that, for example, in F-15C, it can actually look with the search radar, but not with the tracking radar. But, for example, the MiG-23 MLD over here, you can take an X-ray, you will see the radar, it's a Juliet one. And then you go to the RWR that you want, Let's grab an aircraft that is around the same BR. And then you go to the pilot and you'll see that it goes from the band E through Juliet in the ALR-45, meaning that the MiG-23 MLD will be detected by these aircraft. How do you know if it can be identified or not? Well, I gotta be honest, the only way that you know this, if for example this radar can be not only detected by a certain RWR but also identify it, it's basically going through the data mines. I don't think there is a way for you to actually know like exactly if it's going to be identified or not. But for example, in the next update, the F-15s, F-16s RWRs, they will identify the Panzer, the search radar of the Panzer, not as an actual Panzer or the S1 code in the RWR, but it will be the AAA code. So this is the main nerf that you're gonna see happening for some of these RWRs. But basically this is it. This is how you identify if your RWR can detect a certain radar or not. Remember, there is a wiggle room here depending on the game mode that you are. Okay, so sometimes you will see, for example, in the cockpit not being detected, because in the cockpit it is always 100% the most realistic as possible, right? But in the UI, in RB or AB, it will maybe appear as a lock, right? So that's why you will see this differentiation between inside the cockpit RWR and UI of the game. It's depending on the game mode that you are. Okay, guys? But basically, this is it. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. Click the like button, always helps a lot. Make sure to comment what do you think about the nerfs of the NATO RWRs, and I see you guys on the next one. So bye guys, see ya.